Okay, my shipping video. So, going to be shipping this dresser to Miami. The first thing you want to do is measure your piece of furniture, length, width, and height, and write that down. Okay, so you go to UShip and you go here. No, I'm already all logged in. So you go to ship, okay? Then you go to household items. This is if you're shipping furniture. You click that, and then you click on furniture, okay? Okay, you fill out dresser and the measurements and the quantity, okay? And you're gonna scroll down and fill out this part, which is where you want your furniture picked up from and where you want it to go to. Okay, so that will take you to this page. Okay, it gives you the highest paid and the lowest paid and the most likely to book and the average. Okay, so then you're going to go, you can go to create a listing, which if you go to create a listing, you're basically just throwing it out there and whoever wants to can bid. But I am going to name my price, okay? And I'm going to see if somebody won't do it for me for $150. Okay, let me fill this out. Okay, now I am gonna have to go on the app on my phone and do this because for my computer for some reason isn't letting me upload pictures. And it says right here that shipment listings with photos and details book 50% faster and ensure better pricing estimates from providers. So you can load up to 10 photos and you can do special instructions. And what I plan on putting here is that I will have the piece already blanket wrapped and ready to move, that there are no steps during pickup and there are no steps during delivery, that there will be an elevator to use during delivery, and that there will be a person at this place and a person at the delivery place that is available to assist in moving if needed. Any kind of details like that that you can give will help get your listing booked. So I am going to do that on my phone. Okay, the phone app does not let you download photos, and I was only able to get one picture to load, which is a little annoying, but that's gonna have to do. So I'm gonna put my special instructions here, and then we wait to hear from somebody who's willing to accept the bid. And when that happens, I will video that. Okay, so I posted the listing on UShip at about 4:30 this afternoon. And I did get somebody who was willing to pay for me to pay $150 to ship it, but my client needed a certificate of insurance for her apartment complex. So that person backed out, and I got another person that said they would be willing to ship it for me for $200, and I went ahead and accepted that. I probably could have held out and had somebody else come along for $150, but they said that they would be able to do the certificate, and my client wants to get the dresser. She's excited. So I went ahead and accepted it. I budgeted $300 for shipping the dresser, and the total with insurance, the fees on UShip were about $25, maybe $30, and insurance was $67. And previously when I shipped something else, it was about the same. So I'm still going to be just under budget for my estimated shipping cost. So it's fine that I'm paying $200. And that's what you'll find sometimes when you're estimating. But basically, you can just about, if you're going to insure your piece, which I would, you can count on it being about $100 more than what you ask to pay with taxes and insurance. So, and I will post screenshots of the questions, because there was some questions going back and forth between me and the company that I decided to ship with. So I will post those next, and then after that will be video of me wrapping the dresser, and then I'll take video of them coming to get it and how that goes. Okay. So these are some screenshots of the payment details, and then a conversation that I had with the initial person that ended up backing out. And I'm just posting this so you can kind of see the back and forth. I forgot to get screenshots of the actual back and forth that I had with the person that I did use. But I thought I'd add this just, you know, for informational purposes. Here I am wrapping up the dresser. I'm using 2 layers of thick cling wrap and taping it, trying to protect the feet. I include the cost of the shipping blanket. I bought that at Harbor Freight for $20. I include that in the total cost of the dresser when I charge for it. So far I found that most movers or shippers are willing to wrap it for you. I wrap it myself because I want it done a certain way. Okay, so I totally forgot to film when the gentleman came to pick up the dresser, so I'm just going to have to tell you about it. But I already had the dresser wrapped up and outside in front of the house on some dollies to move it around. And he showed up with his truck, and he went ahead and wrapped it as well in cling wrap, and then I helped him get it up into the truck, and we worked together. I had mentioned in my listing that I would be available to help move the piece into the truck, and he knows that there is going to be somebody at the other place to help unload if necessary, but I think he's also taking another person with him tomorrow to drop it off. So what happens is I get a notification. Hang on. Okay, sorry. I get a notification when the person from UShip is on their way, and once he is here, I do something on my phone. It triggers me to like release the shipment, like that I'm confirming that he's come and picked it up. And then once he takes it tomorrow to my client, she will sign something, and I will let her know to make sure that she unwraps the piece completely and inspects the piece completely to make sure there's no damage before she releases the delivery. At which point I'll get notification on my UShip app, and I will release the payment to the person that I hired to ship, and then it'll be done. I'll be prompted to write a review. He'll be prompted to write a review about me, and then it'll be complete and it'll be all finished. While he was here, we spoke a bit, and I found out that he ships throughout the state of Florida. I actually have a dresser that's going to go to Jacksonville in the next few weeks, and I was asking him about that. And so now I have, and he gets really good. He's got 5-star review on UShip, and he seems like a personable guy. He's got a commercial license, and I was comfortable with him. So now I would say, like, I have somebody in the state of Florida that I'm comfortable calling one-on-one without going through UShip, if he's available to ship my furniture. And if we go outside of UShip, he will charge me a little less because he won't get fees, because he acquires fees and I acquire fees through UShip. Now, that's what I will do personally. I'm not saying that's what you should do. You know, you kind of gotta do what you're comfortable with regard to all of that. I'm very comfortable with this guy. He seemed really personable. He's very helpful. He's legit. It's his full-time job. He doesn't do this on the side, and so I'm really happy with that. If you have any questions or comments or whatnot, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. I was speaking with him about what they see as shippers on UShip. They can see if somebody asks a question. So there's a section where you can ask a question, or the shipper can ask a question. The other people that are looking to do the job, they can see the questions and answers. My last shipment I had thrown out there as an opportunity for just to receive bids. I anticipated paying about $500 for the shipment. Somebody came back and said they'd do it for $1,500, and I was like, that's not in my budget. And they said, well, what is your budget? And I said, well, what's the best you can do? And they said, well, what's your budget? And I said, $500. And they said, I'll do it for $700. And I said, no, thank you. And then the next guy came along and said, I'll do it for $500. And I went ahead and accepted it at that point. But now I know if I'm going to go through UShip, I would look at the lowest to highest amount that I had shown you earlier in this video, and I would probably put my starting bid at something in the low end, and then if they want to take the opportunity to negotiate, then you can do that. This particular gentleman did do that. I had listed it for $150. He had said that he could do it for $200. And with the cost of gas and everything, I respected that, and I was ready to get this particular piece of furniture handled. My client wanted her dresser, and I didn't want to mess with haggling. So I said, sure, I'll pay the $200. It ended up being, after taxes and insurance, about $260. And when I was speaking with this gentleman, because he's a commercial shipper, he said if you're using UShip and you have a commercial shipper and they're insured, you don't have to pay for the insurance. So that is how I would do that. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you next time. I wanted to take a minute to say I know that there were this particular video is a little all over the place with information. I am still a little new to all of this, and I found that I had a really hard time finding information. So I'm just trying to get some information out there to help some people that might be hesitant to ship their furniture. I will make another shipping video with the next piece of furniture, and hopefully it'll be a little cleaner and maybe a little more helpful. Thanks!